Hey Scorpios, this is Amanda Pearl. I'm also known as the Queer Psychic Queen on Instagram, and this will be your July 2019 love reading. We start July super energetically charged with the eclipse in Cancer, well, the new moon in Cancer and the total solar eclipse. So that is like such a, I guess like I don't know how to say this. It's a big deal. Like, Scorpio, this energy of this new moon and this eclipse is sort of like, it's sort of like things that you've been wanting to do and wanting to do, like start and wanting to end, are going to be started and ended as if by magic. And I can't say that it'll all be like happy endings and happy beginnings. However, there's things that you've been wanting to do for years and years and years that are going to happen this month. So that feels really good. Now, Scorpio, it feels like the last year for you, and then even the last year before that when Jupiter was in Scorpio for the last year. Jupiter is in Sagittarius right now, but Jupiter was in Scorpio from like October 2017 to October 2018. And what Jupiter does is it just makes whatever's going in your life bigger. Jupiter is the planet of luck, so it also brings luck. However, your life's been almost like exaggerated with how crazy it's been the last 2 years, and also it's been like at some points very grim. I'm getting like very hopeless and very like just totally alone in love feeling. I feel intuitively like within the next 6 months, all of that's going to change, and all of that's going to change like very quickly. So this new moon is in Cancer. Cancer is the sign of like home life, lifestyle, mothering, family, friends, community, and things like that. I feel like this month you are making changes and steps towards the lifestyle that you want. I'm seeing major, huge, big changes in your living situation, moving, happening, totally like your lifestyle, totally like flipping all over happening. I feel like these things you are aware of that they're going to happen. Like you're either planning to move, you know you're going to move, you know your roommate, your ex, your partner, like there's moving happening this month. And the message that I'm getting for Scorpio specifically about it is that it's quicker than you expected, but you know it needed to happen. So, I mean, that definitely resonates with me. I'm a Scorpio sun, Venus, Mercury, Pluto. I have a lot of Scorpio on my chart. But we are the masters of endings and beginnings. We are the masters of death and rebirth. And as many times as we've died and been reborn in the last few years, this is not the hardest. It's not. This is not the hardest thing you've been through. I would say last eclipse 1 year ago, July, much harder than this eclipse as far as the energy of it affecting you, Scorpio. So let's get into the reading. The first card, I pulled 3 sets of cards. One would be the vibe for July in your love life. The second is like what's going on in July in your love life, and the third is the outcome of your love life in July. Another thing that came up during the pre-reading meditation when I pulled the cards was just that your guides want you to know that like things can change like that, or you can meet someone like that. Someone can come back into your life like that. I'm getting like a strong feeling. Honestly, I've been writing up my eclipse blog post and write-up this week. I forgot that Mercury is going into retrograde. I was like, there's some reason that I feel like people from the past are coming back. Mercury is going into retrograde on July 7th till July 31st. So that makes total sense. It almost feels like someone from your past will be coming back this month. I see actually several people from your past coming back this month. Some of them are happily welcomed, and some of them you're just not interested in dealing with. That's fine. Um, so let's get into the reading. So for the vibe of your love life in July, Scorpio, I pull a card from my Romance Oracle deck and then my Angel Tarot deck. I pulled the New Love card, and then I pulled the Eight of Air card. So let's go over those. So the New Love card is obviously like meeting a new person, meeting a new love. Now, these are all the messages that I'm getting around it. And getting that this person's not really new, that you've known them for a long time, and you were just friends with them for a long time, and you appreciate their personality. You like who they are. There was like a falling out, but they feel inside. This sounds crazy. I don't know. The guides say whatever they say, and I guess I have to say it. They feel inside like they need you. It sounds crazy because you haven't been interacting with this person very heavily recently, but they just feel like such a magnetic pull towards you, Scorpio. Like they feel like they have to be back in your life. And this person has a lot of stories about you, not real stories. What I mean by that is they have a lot of stories in their mind about who you are, how you are in love, what you do, all these different things. The only warning would just be that be your true self this month. Be who you really are. That will serve you in life, love, business, and also just like it'll be easier because this person is almost like has idolized you in their mind. And when things like that happen, that can fall through quickly. So it's like, I almost feel like you've had so much anxiety lately, Scorpio. Your energy is like so heightened lately that you like are questioning everything. And it's just like, I'm just getting like, you're just feeling so tense lately. This person has good intentions. So when I say that they have stories in their head about you, we actually all have stories about everyone. We have stories about our exes and the hopes and dreams we had with them. We have stories about new people we meet and why they do or don't act in the ways that we want. We all have stories about everybody. So that's not like that's not like a deal breaker or anything like that. Your guides were just saying that they've really liked you for a little bit of time, and they think about you a lot. So the Eight of Air is the illusion of being trapped in your situation, but not really being trapped. This is like how you've been feeling lately, Scorpio. I feel like you do know exactly what you need to do as far as like letting go of someone, moving, like we were just talking about in the pre-reading, moving, going live, taking your business to the next level, making changes in your life. I feel like you do intuitively understand what you need to do. Like, I don't think there's a huge question about like your next steps. I feel like there's huge questions, resistance, doubts, fears about you wanting or to do them or not. I also intuitively feel like you know things will be better in your life after you do them. However, there's like this holding on to the past that feels so strongly right now because of the fact that it's like very, very towards the end of this period, this like dark period in your life. It's like towards the end of it, you've been going through such a hard time, Scorpio, in the past few years that this almost feels like the new normal. But things are getting better and things are changing, and that's scary. But I do feel like you're going to take the chance on yourself and take the leap and do these things. So the vibe is like there's a person coming back into your life. That feels good. It feels flirty. It feels nice, especially because they do really appreciate you. And then at the same time, there's like this tense energy in the background of you knowing you need to make these changes, going after these changes, trying to have fun, trying to work, trying to live. Like, it just feels like a lot of stuff's going on. However, I think a lot of changes are being made this month. Then the second deck I pulled would be what is going on, like what's happening this month. The first deck would be the vibe. I pulled the Deception card, and then I pulled the King of Air. So it's really interesting because with these cards, like with Deception, it could mean so many things. So when I pull a card, I pretty much listen to like the message that I get from your guides after. With this Deception card, it has to do with deceiving yourself. So I've definitely pulled this Deception card in a love reading before and gotten the hit. Like, this person is probably like not revealing fully their situation to you for whatever reason, or lying. I'll get like that specific vibe. With this, I feel like this deception is fully 100% you. I feel like this person coming back into your life doesn't have bad intentions, and they don't have like super serious, like crazy expectations or intentions of you. I feel like so much from your past is coming up with this eclipse. So many like memories of like previous relationships, and then like your childhood and things that were similar to your previous relationships. You've been feeling really distrustful lately. And what happens when a Scorpio feels distrustful is they push and they push and they push against it until the thing's like squished and dead. Or they like try to control the situation so that they can feel the false sense of security. So I think with this Deception card, I mean, I think it's great news that like I'm not getting that like you'll be deceived. That feels good. However, I just think it's like, I honestly feel like more so in the beginning of the month, just because towards the end of the month, you are like getting stuff done. You're like doing what you need to. You're like on the ball. I feel like in the beginning of the month, it's sort of you just like wrestling with yourself. Like, go with the flow or resist the flow, go crazy in the flow, and then like leave and isolate. Like you've always done. Me too. This is the time that you will go with the flow. And this is such a crazy message. I don't get messages like this very often. It's almost like feels like you're deceiving yourself. The life that you're living this month in July is almost like so opposite of the life that you're used to living that it's almost like you're deceiving yourself, but this is your true self. And then the King of Air. King is like new. King is like new and settled into it. This almost feels like the second half of the month. Just like balancing what you're thinking, balancing your feelings, balancing people that come back into your life, balancing this person that wants you with your life, love, job, and just balancing all those expectations. So what's going on this month is a lot of stuff going on in your mind. However, while there's so much stuff going on in your mind, there's also a lot of stuff going on in the physical world. So a lot of times when we have times of going inward, it's a lot of stuff going on inside, not a lot's changing in the physical world. In July, it's like a lot of things are changing within and a lot of things are changing in the physical world. So this month feels like a big month in your lifetime. Like in 10 years, you could look back and remember this month, July. The changes being made, the people that you're going to be meeting, and the connections that will be had. It feels very fated. And then the outcome is always an outcome I enjoy to get in my own love readings as a Scorpio. I pulled the Wedding card. Now, what this means in the context of being single, when you pull the Wedding card in the context of being single, it means that this person that's coming into your world, so this old flame coming back into your world in July, what it means is that this person is a good candidate for you for soulmate. What I mean by that is like this person has strong feelings for you. This person has a lifestyle that would match yours. It's like soulmate vibes, the Wedding card when you're single. Like, of course, I'm sure some Scorpios will be getting married in July. July is a, summer wedding. It's a big deal. But I'm mostly getting that it's like person that's coming back into your life, it's almost like you're viewing them with new eyes than you viewed them before. I feel like when you talked to this person before, you were in like a very critical point in your life. And I'm just saying like total dismissal of a lot of different things. You recognizing you having feelings for this person, but just like a total dismissal because of just different things that were going on in your life, honestly. And then with the tarot card that I pulled for the outcome of your love life in July to like give more information about this wedding card, I pulled the Dreamer, which is also, it's the Fool in a regular tarot deck. I like the word the Dreamer more, of course, but it's the first card, the 0, new beginning, take a leap. That's what this card has to do with. This card has to do with, like, you see this guy and his dog. He's like chilling. And he knows, like, what he has to do next. He knows, like, where to go next. And he's looking towards it. He's not moving towards it yet. But this card is the card of taking a leap and moving towards it. This card is the kind of card of saying, like, F it. I'm going to go towards what I want. This card is the card of also taking a risk on someone. So I honestly feel like in July of this month, there's so much going on within that literally anything and anybody it feels like taking a risk on. Like, there's so much going on within and physically that this is very new and this feels like a lot for you, but it's somebody that you know is like almost important and almost like, you know, this person is meant to walk with you on this path. And you're not sure in what capacity, for how long. You feel like a lot of love in your heart for them. It feels unexpected. It feels good. And actually, that's so funny. On this card, it says unexpected opportunities. I don't know if you can read it, but I literally was like, it feels unexpected, and then looked down and it says unexpected. And this is also the card of following your dreams. So this tells me as an outcome, like the final outcome card that I pulled, that like at the end of the month, you'll feel like this great sense as if you're following your dreams and being true to you, and things are like aligning. Just extra messages that I got. I feel like in August, this partnership that you're re-entering into will become more solid. I feel like in August is when it'll become like more of partners than like dating. So that is my reading for Scorpios for July 2019. I hope your month is freaking amazing. I hope the eclipses are nice to you. I hope it's the best Mercury retrograde you've ever had. If you want to dive deep into your personal love life, email me at queerpsychicqueen@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram at queerpsychicqueen, and I'll see you for your mid-monthlies. Love you, Scorpies.